Hi, this is Brian Rowley, mousehelp at roselle.com. And today we're going to go over how to create the pages and the links in the DNP website for our members. So if you have my contact information, I'll just move on with, this is how it gets started, by the way. I have to get the information from email from our members, and in this case Greg Kane has sent me the JPEG for Pete's Automotive. And earlier I already recorded the information from Letty, who sent me the approximately 50 words that describes the service that Pete's Automotive provides. So we're going to take these things and I'll show you how all of this gets collected and used to create the pages on the DNP website, which populates this page. So to begin with, I've already created an I've created a login for Greg Kane. So here we go. He can log in here and he'll have administrative rights and be able to create pages here. So I'm going to start back at pages so you can see how this works. And the first page we're going to create is the contact page. So I'm going to scroll down here and look at contacts. And we can pick any one out of here because any one of these pages will allow you to make a copy, and from the copy then you can create a new one. So I'll just pick one of the first ones I did was Desert Cow Computing, so we'll try that. So this is the contact page for Desert Cow Computers, and what I want to do is go ahead and make a copy. Go ahead. Greg will appreciate that. Go ahead and make a copy of the page. So let's see, I think I need to go back to pages to begin because there's no copy feature. In the way that I gained access to that page, there's no copy feature there, so I'll have to take you through this. So here we can contact. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to start with the contact. This is the page that creates the contact form, which later will be used to create the contact page. So here we can pick, again, anything and make a copy of it. And all you have to do on the contact form is change this to Pete's Automotive. And when I hit the tab, it's going to fix the title, which is Pete's Automotive. And then the other thing you have to do is go get the email address and fix that. So I don't have Pete's email address in the message that I got from Letty, but I'm assuming that either one of them would work, but that Pete would rather receive the emails that are sent from this form. So what I'm going to have to do is go get his email address from my Gmail account, and I'll just go in here and say Pete's email Pete's. Okay, so my new email address is Pete's 1000 Palms, so I'm just going to capture that, copy it, and put it over here in my notes where I can grab it. Copy that. Oops. Let's try again. Copy that. And then back to the page I was working on. That's where that goes. Okay, so there are only two things to change on a contact form. Basically, you fill in the name of the business here and change the email address and save. Now you'll have a new contact form. And you go back to the contact forms add-in, plug-in for WordPress, and it'll show you all the contact forms that you have created. So this one will be used later in our process, so I'm going to take a copy of that here. This is called a shortcode. I'm going to take that over here and put it in my notes because I'll need that later. So there, we've created one component of this entire process. And where are we? 4 minutes. 4 minutes into this thing. I'm going to try to get this done in 15 minutes or less. Okay, so next is we're going to go ahead and create the contact page, which you have to go to pages for that. And then again, you can pick any page that's in the contacts in the contact list. And we started with this one. I forgot again that I can't do it from here because I want to clone this page. So let's see, is there any place on here where I can create a... No, there's no place here I can see that I can make a copy of this page, and that's what I want, because I want to use this format for the new page that I'm about to create. So going back to pages, and I'm going to scroll down to contacts, contact pages actually, business categories, contacts. Alright, so here we can clone, same thing as copy, clone that page. I'll be waiting for the response, and here we are in contacts again, and you'll see there's a new draft now. That's the one we're going to edit. So what we're going to do is pretty much the same thing we did already over here. So Pete's Automotive, I'll take a copy of that because that goes here. And then you have to edit, this is the permalink. You have to edit that manually, so you can paste that in and use the same format with the hyphens, and we don't allow punctuation in here, and everything is lowercase. So there's Pete's Automotive in the permalink, and that matches this pretty closely. So here we want to say who we're contacting, Pete's Automotive. Actually, I think I'm going to change the format of this to the person's name, so that way it's a little more personal. You're not contacting Pete's Automotive, you're contacting Pete Valdez of Pete's Automotive. And remember when I copied and, let's see, is that still there? No. So remember when I took a copy of the shortcode, because I'm going to need it. So copy that, paste it there, and that's, I think, that's it for what we added on this page. Right now, well, I won't belabor the point, but it's going to change when I click publish, because actually right here on the permalink there should be the word contacts, I believe, or contact. Let's see what it is. So I've clicked on publish here. That's basically your save button in WordPress, and so it filled in this because all of the contact pages have a parent page of contact. In any case, that's a subtle thing, but here's another thing we need to edit in our page. So I'm going to take out the image for Desert Cow Computing and put in the image for Pete's Automotive. So I've already saved the file for Pete's Automotive in the directory where I capture all of the stuff that goes with DNP. It's in my clients folder under DNP, and it's in the images folder. And so if we look at what we have, there we go, Pete's Automotive logo. Thank you, Greg Kane, for that. So if I double click that, it gets uploaded to WordPress. It doesn't look good. I guess I better go check that. So let's go take a look at that. Oops. Let's try that one. Well, it looks good here. Alright, well, let's see how it turns out. I'm going to refresh this just to see if it'll fill itself back in here. We're reloading the page. So here I want to take this one out and add media. My media library, this is what I want to put in there. Bummer. Well, I'm going to have to go see how it turns out anyway, so we can carry on. I'm setting the custom URL here where it says link to, and I'm going to use Pete's Automotive for that, which I think I've captured that here. So copy that, take it back over, paste it in, insert it. Let's see how it turns out. Nope. Wow, that's wild. Alright, troubleshooting images. My favorite thing. So file, save. Save picture as, it's Pete's Automotive. It's going into clients, DNP, images. I'm just going to add a character here to see why it's not saving as a JPEG. Pete's Automotive logo. So now I've got Pete's Automotive logo. Let's see. 7 KB. Let's see how it looks. Still looks good to me. Alright, I don't know what's happening here, but we're going to press right through this and see what happens. So back to this, and I want here to insert media, so I'm going to go back and try this again. Upload a file from Pete's Automotive. There we go. And that we're going to insert into the post, but we're going to make sure that it links to custom URL. 1,000 palms full size is good because I can always adjust the size later. There, that looks nice. So on the contact form, we've got Pete's Automotive, his image, his graphic, and then contact information and the short link. So we're going to update this and take a look at it before we move on to see how it looks on a web page. So now that it is updated, we can go here to view the page. I think there's a blank space here. I think there's an extra line right there. We're going to take that out when we get back over there. So let's go back to editing this page. Otherwise, it looks okay. It's got the image and it tells you what to do. Contact them, contact Pete by filling in this information and click send. So, but I want to go back to edit the page because I'm almost certain there's an extra space right above the logo. So right here, there's a space. Take that out. Now we're happy. Okay, moving on. So we've created the contact page, and where are we in the process? We're 12 minutes into it. Sorry about that little hiccup, but sometimes you have to troubleshoot these things, so perhaps that was a good exercise for us. Back to pages now. I want to add a business category page for Pete. So we can pick any one we want here and make a clone of it. This one is for Reno. What's Pete do? It's a great question because the business category page should match what it says here. So we can go search for Pete. Automotive repair is what his business category is. So I can take that with me. Oops, and then go back to editing the pages. Here's the draft, so you know that's the one you want to edit. And when you get into editing that, then you replace the business category with the thing we just copied. Paste that. We know we're going to replace this with that bit of media. So we'll add the file here. And we want to link it to his URL. We have to go back to our notes to get that from here. And paste that in there. Full size is good. Insert into post. And then we need to, I guess it would have made sense to go ahead and get that. Let's see if I can take this right here and copy it and put that there. Probably should have put that in the notes just so I have it there. There's this business category. And so here, then we need to replace this with this. Copy and paste. So now we've got automotive repair, and this is the tagline, which sometimes I can pull that out of the information they send in email, but sometimes I have to figure it out for myself. It's Pete, Pete's, or repeat. I know that because I've seen his television commercials. And then what I want to do is change where it says, please fill out my form. This is linked to something. You can tell because it's underlined in blue. So if I click that once, I can go up here to insert or edit the link. And the link I want actually turns out to be this page, which I've just created, which is his contact page. And you can see that here. So if I update that, now that link goes to his contact page. So we've got one more to do. Oops. And this link is to the website. So if we go to Pete's Automotive here, and we modify that link, we want it to go to this one. So copy that, paste it there, and go to Pete's Automotive website update. Okay, now we can publish this. And again, you'll see, oh, I need to fix this. See, it's a good reason for quality control. This has to be fixed because it says business categories up. Oh, look at that. It fixed it for me. That's nice. In most cases, however, we do have a dash right there. So I'm going to put that dash in there. And then I'm going to update my page. And then the same as you did when you were in the contact page part of this process, it's a good idea to go ahead and go out to view the page and make sure that it looks good here. I can't tell if there's an extra space there or not. We'll look at that in a minute. Automotive repair. If this is all correct, it looks good. Remember, it's Pete's or repeat. Maybe I need a comma there. I don't know. Looks good to me. Fill out my form. That should take you to the contact form. It does. That's a good sign. And it looks like maybe there is an extra space there. Yeah, there's an extra space there. And this link should take you out to Pete's website, which it does. Okay. So far so good. And we'll go back to edit this page because I want to make sure that there's no extra space above the image. I think there is right there. And I'm right. So I'm going to take that out, click update, and then I'll show you how to do the link. Where are we? See, this just takes, I'm telling you, it takes 20 minutes to do this. It just does. All right, so now we need to create a link here on this page for automotive repair. So what we want to do, and that's done in the tables. So if I click this, I can go to table press. And the table I want to modify is table number 6. I tried, I think, 5 different things before I got to where I had a table that made sense for what we're doing. We're going to edit this business category name, email, and all the links that go with it. We're going to go find Pete in here somewhere because it's pretty easy to see who has a link. It starts with A, and the people who don't have links don't start with A. So here's automotive repair. We're going to modify this. I've stretched it out because it makes it a little easier to get this done, so I'm going to cut that. Then when I click in there, what I want to do is scroll down because I want to insert a link. This is coming from Table Press. It's telling you what to do. It says click in the cell where you want to add the link. Well, that's another good reason to make it big because it stands out. So this link is going to actually go to this page, which goes to automotive repair. See, this is the business category page. So, link text. That's how it should look on the page, so that's okay. This one is actually going to link to, I'm going to cut that out because this one is going to link to the form, the contact form. So when I click on insert link, it doesn't tell you a second time what to do, so you have to remember how that works. And that's going to link to this contact page. And what we want is the person's name in that field, and I'll show you why in a second. So that's done. Once you've finished modifying the table, you can save changes. And again, just like, well, actually there's a preview button here that'll allow you to see what your table looks like. It's not quite the same as it looks. It's not exactly the same as how it would look on the website, but it does show you that your links are live now. So we're done with our preview. Now we're going to go out to our members page and update this page. And now when we look, that would be cool if it had gone to the top because I've got all the linked ones at the top. But automotive repair is here. This should go to his business category page. It does. And this should go to his contact page. It does. And that's it. So that's 19 minutes and 41 seconds of getting stuff done. So as I said, it takes between 15 and 20 minutes to do a page, and if you run into any challenges, naturally it's going to take a little longer to get it done, but if everything goes smoothly, it might take you 15 minutes. That is the end of this session, and I hope that everything turned out okay, and we'll publish this to YouTube for you. Enjoy!